Seems like that time again where the mustard hearts come out and run about, talking all this stuff, running out their mouth. Can't stand it. They should stay in the house. I don't even mean to rhyme. They just get on my nerves a lot. Daggone mustard hearts. Then the rumor mills is going crazy. You got these dudes going insane again. Oh my God, talks of secret shows and games and every year to just have it go down in flames. Didn't even mean to rhyme that. But we got some stuff to talk about. We got some stuff to dig into because apparently you dudes don't understand exactly what Microsoft is doing. So it's left up to me to educate you fools yet again. And these port begging ponies stay trying to win. Peace and blessings and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Now let me tell you something, boy. I really, the other day I was just going to log off of Twitter. I was going to stop with Twitter. I know y'all like, get out of here, that's Cap King. But I'm just so sick and tired of certain people. It's like it's too much of fakeness going on there. Like it's too much of high school crap, too much of kindergarten stuff, And as an individual that is that tries not to do that, I banter about with people, but genuine envy and jealousy, which is crazy. In the content creator space is nuts. I just don't suffer from that ignorant stuff, but this is Gentle Giant's Honey Trap. Again, the 10K giveaway. A lot of people have gotten to 10K. A lot of people have gotten to different numbers and they do stupid things like give away a video game. Man, I give away video games on a show. This Friday, I'm going to be giving away more than $100 worth of meals. I notice there's an epidemic that's going on in our society right now, and a lot of times people can't pay for their meals, right? Food is at a point where it's costly. So a live show tomorrow, I'm going to be giving away, what can I say? I'm going to be giving away coins. I'm going to give away food. When I get to 10K, I'm going to give away this statue. When I get to 500 members, I'm going to give away that other Wolverine statue. If you like Wolverine, XM Studios Wolverine statue. The yellow and blue with him on the sentinel head. Beautiful. But like, follow, and subscribe. And, hit that notification button. And yada, yada, yada. You know how we do. But, first, what I'm going to do, because I know you'll see Hellblade 2 in the background, and, we're not going to get into that right now. We're going to get into what, that's the main mustard heart's desire, to get into that, main mustard heart news. But what we're going to get into rumors, we're going to get into a lot of conversation that is being held in the background. So, Ubisoft, pause. No Diddy. They are talking about to fill a void in June. They're going to have a showcase in June. And they gave hints. If you went to their Facebook page, of Splinter Cell remake, Splinter Cell, any form of Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell, please. Right? And shout out to Mr. Boomstick XL, my brother. He's been dying for that. And there's a lot of people out there that's been dying for that. And like myself, I used to play Spies versus Mercs. I loved it. That's when, Xbox was at the height, to be honest with you, for me, as far as, the multiplayer stuff, grab somebody in the headlock and, you can whisper in the air. That stuff was fun. And I loved it. So, that's one rumor, right? So take that with a grain of salt. Hopefully that stuff does come true. Next part of contention. Sony has a May show that's is a secret show that's supposed to show Silent Hill, and Silent Hill goes for everybody. Why is everybody bigging this up? Like, these poor begging ponies can't catch a win. You got Popeye's biscuits for the rest of the year. You better go and buy some games, because we looked at your list the other day and none of your games is over there. This is the reason why Microsoft feel that they can make money, because if everybody else is making money and most of their games that are from Microsoft over there, Minecraft, Call of Duty and stuff like that is making money from these dudes, why not, right? Because PlayStation dudes ain't buying it. Like, I was going to get into the psychology of you guys, but I might do that still. All right, so there goes a secret show, another secret show. These Mustard Heart dudes, always with the secret shows. Ridiculous. Y'all guys get on my nerves. Oh, and next rumor, Microsoft is supposed to be showing Gears of War 6. Now, for you butthurt idiots that can't stop, won't stop, diddy, you love me, baby. You love me. Just let them know you love me, man. And it's all is forgiven. Just tell them the truth. I don't care about the multiplayer in Gears. I don't care at all. In fact, none of my team does. We never did. We liked Halo better. Your butt hurt, so what? But I'm a campaign dude. Finished all of them. Probably when, some of y'all was, playing on the tricycle or running around or trying to learn how to read. And it seems like comprehension still isn't your best suit. But I don't care about the multiplayer, but I'm pretty sure that the multiplayer is going to be there. And maybe they make it something good like Fortnite. Maybe they do something like that, right? Maybe, they make it a little bit doper, then I can partake in it. Make it like Halo or something. I don't know. But the campaign, I'm gonna be down for the campaign, and I can't wait to see exactly what they've done with this Unreal Engine 5 and Gears of War 6. Yes, it's gonna be tremendous. For the 8 hours I get a chance to play the campaign and move on to something else like Fortnite. So I think that's it for the rumors, because all these dudes were just flooding my timeline with speculation and hope and intrigue, and nobody's playing any video games. You guys just absolutely just run the gamut on what's coming out, what's happening, who's doing what, what's doing this, and instead of living life and loving games. So if it ain't my Switch or my PlayStation or my Xbox or my Steam or my VR or my many arcade games that I have in my house that I'm playing, I'm making content and videos. So enough for the rumors. I'm not one of those dudes that really care about those rumors and stuff like that. Really don't. I just wait for the shows, and when the shows pop up, I have fun. I don't want to know stuff ahead of time. I really don't. I like to be surprised. I think the surprise is the last thing that we do have, and the best thing that we have to hold on to. So let's all hold on to the surprise of things, and let's just let things happen, because everybody's so quick to be the first one to say something. Like, I'm not the first person to do a video today on Hellblade 2. And I didn't care to be. I just cared to be me. And if you're rocking with me, thank God that you're rocking with me, because I really appreciate you. But the next topic is going to be a fantastic topic, and I know y'all know exactly what it is. So let's get to that topic. Today's sponsor is brought to you by XboxGamerPicks.com, where the only limitation is your imagination. Go to XboxGamerPicks.com and craft your greatest gamer picks. Let Graphic God take you to where no gamer picks can ever go. XboxGamerPicks.com, the best in the business. All right, we right back at it, and here we go again, man. Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga. Now, everybody knows I've been down with Ninja Theory for a while and rocked out with all the games that they did put out. You know, one of my best games that they put out was Heavenly Blade. I love that game. Heavenly Sword. I love that game. I loved exactly what it did with the controller. It had the motion controller and stuff like that. But, PlayStation took that out after a period of time. Like, it was like Warhawk used it. I was down for all that motion controller stuff. And I guess they saw the data. It wasn't cost effective. But, Ninja Theory. Shout out to Nina Christensen. She was my first interview that I did. I did that at E3, and it was dope. It was a good interview. And shout out to Thanos for getting me that interview. Thanos, you know exactly who you are. Shout out to the great Tim Dog, my dude. With that being said, Ninja Theory's Hellblade 2 is like, the media wants to give it a Messiah complex, right? And this is what I'm talking about. Oh, this will save Xbox, right? They did that before. They did it before the game came out, so that if any fault is on the game, then they can point out glaring flaws and can tell you that your Messiah is never coming. And this is the downfall of your Xbox, where it's just a game and it's just trying to be the best game. And Insomniac, through the leaks that we saw Hellblade and Hellblade 2 and said that was the benchmark that they wanted Wolverine to go through, to that level of fidelity. I laugh to myself, because you look at Sony as the dizzy blonde, that shallow, just not deep, and PlayStation is their fan base. Like you talking about Sony is their fan base, and Microsoft to an extent is their fan base as well. You're gonna say like the Sony fan base to me is like shallow. They're not deep. Like the games. Games are shallow, just not deep. Flash, a lot of Hollywood. They really Hollywood with it. And it's really a casual machine, as we've learned that the PlayStation, the poor begging ponies, they want to act like that's a small, minute group that's on Twitter that is the hardcore, right? The rest of them is casuals. They do casual stuff. They play Fortnite like myself, the filthy casuals. We see in the list, they're not who they say they were. While Xbox is, they're bipolar, bro. Like 1 minute they're in, next minute they're out, and you got to look at the Microsoft brand. They've done that to the fan base, so the fan base exhibit that behavior. You see these guys on Twitter, 1 minute they're strong, and the next minute they're mustard hearts. You understand? So you just got to you got to know exactly what box is what, and exactly what fan base you do fit in, and what it is, because I'm looking at it and I'm just like, a lot of the so-called hardcore flip-flop back and forth, and they're just weirdos when it comes to certain things. And I looked at this game, Hellblade 2, as a game that was just going to showcase the Series X in all its glory. And to get up and to see a lot of the reviews, because I guess the embargo's lifted, and a lot of the reviews or previews of the game is coming out, and dudes are talking about they played like an hour of the game and the game looks really good. But there's a glaring flaw. It's 30 frames per second. These PlayStations, these port begging ponies have been paying 30 frames per second for forever. Haven't been at 4K, and this is going to be a dynamic 4K, because the upscaling of this Series S, and they're going to use all type of technology that's in it. The Unreal Engine 5. They're going to use nanites. They're going to use all these things that the PlayStation was touting as the next thing. And remember when they showed that Unreal 5 demo, and everybody was like, "Yo, PlayStation!" No, Xbox is doing it too. Actually, this so far is going to kick off this gen as the most graphically, the highest fidelity in a game right now. Let's talk about that part, right? And I'm pretty sure on the PC, you'll be able to play at 60 frames per second. I'm pretty sure if it's not unlocked, somebody will find out and how to do it. But I'm not a developer. And that 4K 30 frames per second and a demanding engine, which is Unreal Engine 5, we know exactly what it is. We know exactly what's going on. A lot of games didn't make their date because of the stuttering, the frame pacing, and all this other stuff. So I think the Xbox is in a great position with the VRR and all this other stuff that they actually do have in tuck that they can use and they can help and they can do. And the fact that the PlayStation is on the outside looking in and they're waiting. These port begging ponies are actually waiting. This is another game they can port beg for, like Starfield. Remember that? They're still crying and begging about Starfield. So I expect Hellblade to do exactly what Hellblade has been doing, driving these dudes nuts. Kong will die this generation. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know exactly how we do it over here. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. There's not one time that I'm going to let up because I understand exactly what is really going on. You see, fools, we play chess, not checkers. You have no games for the year. And y'all do know that this is going to be the start of the flood. This is the start of the beatdown. This is the start of the cocotazo. This is the start of, oh my God, the games are going to keep coming, and how can we stop this stuff? Because right now Game Pass is doing crazy things. I did Game Pass Tuesday, and since then they have just dropped 3 games that's in there. Literally. So next Tuesday when I do that, it's going to be nuts. I'm just saying. If you want to nitpick and whine and cry about it being 30 frames per second when 90% of the games that you've been playing this whole generation right now has been 30 frames per second. Oh, well, they should have put out a performance mode. Well, they didn't. Go get a PC. Hey, Game Pass is over there if you have Ultimate, right? I won't seem to have that issue. I won't. But here we go again, you whining and crying. I paid $500, King. Well, you got $500 worth of beautiful game. Next up is going to be some other stuff that you're going to whine and cry about. You do more whining and crying than anything else, than game playing. Before you knew what 30 frames, you wouldn't know what it is until they told you anyway, you idiot. You do not play the frames. You don't. If you have the option to go higher, then do so. God bless. I see you up there. Go ahead. I'll be there. Welcome. You made it. You're here. But if you don't got that option and you balling on a Series S with Game Pass, guess who's not? Guess who doesn't have the option? That weak-ass PlayStation 5. And I hear you talking about, PlayStation 5 Pro gonna be able to play this at 4K 60, King. With the bottleneck of the CPU that you got, your overclocked CPUs. Oh my God, y'all just really don't know what's happening, man. And I'm just watching you flounder and flick around all over the place. But yeah, I'm going to have that coin too. When this game comes out, I'm gonna have that coin too. When it happens, I'm gonna have that coin too. We're gonna give that coin away on a live show that we have on Fridays, along with coins, meals, statues, comics, mangas. Xbox Frontline News is the #1 that's out here. When these dudes is yelling out doom and gloom, I'm telling them seal your tomb and get out of my room. I'm sick and tired of you. So I'm not going to sit here and worry about addressing foolish idiots that don't have the joy or don't care about the joy of that level of fidelity. The game is what we saw. That's mind-boggling within itself. Wrap your brain around that. And then you pork begging ponies, wrap your brain around the fact that you ain't got no games from here to there. See you next year when some of your first parties come out while I'm playing your MOB The Show. Remember, y'all pay, we play. And it's gonna stay that way. So yo, this is the part in the video where I'm gonna tell you, like, follow, subscribe. And I'ma grab that logo and I'ma throw it around Senua. And I'ma say, yo, Senua, try to play the Game Pass.